It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got a pair of teams who not long ago had more Super Bowls than anybody else. It's the boys and the 49ers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Play 1 and Prescott to the air. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got it. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. but there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 31, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
What was that, Rob?
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 30, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Let's roll.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the option. Running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Purdy. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Prescott now from the 50. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Prescott. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott now. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that 1st down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
Let's ride, dog. Let's go. Let's go, man.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now on first down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy now to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's McLeod. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's get some low. Get something together.
2nd down and 3. Purdy sets up to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Purdy from the gun. That's caught out right by Jennings. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First down, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
7 yards there and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Purdy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And a terrific down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Second and 4.
Prescott.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Once again, make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. They can't beat us straight up. Let's go get it now. Oh, let's turn it up.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 44, Purdy over the middle to Kittle, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense,
They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after here coming up. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Pollard again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's the option going right.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Pollard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on 2nd down, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's do it, boys. Let's go get it, man.
To throw again on second down. Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
What's the deal, y'all? Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go, man.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
Now Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Run for Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.